When the lights are about to be turned off, you know what you need. Because you gotta somehow make that paper, right?
Right. Show me the money!
You come to the right place for that. Because it's time for Bo Bounds
Show me the money!
to show you the
Show Me the Money and Bar 2's Bangers right here on 105.9 The Zone ESPN. We are the Out of Bounds Show. Brought to you by BetMGM is the king of sports books. And Bo Ravage's BetMGM Book Bar and Grill is the South's premier Vegas-style sports book. Experience all the action at BetMGM Book Bar and Grill. Only at the Bo Ravage on the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast. Visit a live betting window, self-service kiosk, and use the BetMGM app to place your bets on favorite games and sporting events. The app offers free-to-play promotions, live betting options, and boosted odds. Specials right at your fingertips. And that is BetMGM Book Bar and Grill, only at the Bo Ravage on the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast. We welcome in Bar 2, Bar 2's Bangers. He gets to weigh in. Dan Mullen is headed out towards Bar 2, which means I'm going to go out there and hang out with Mullen and do a couple of shows. That is a done deal. I'm not kidding. And all right, Bar 2, Dan Mullen, the new head football coach at UNLV. What do you think about it, my man?
Dude, I love it. I'd love it more if he just called me. I keep texting. I have his running back coach already. I do. I tracked down the top 15 graded West Coast running back coach of the last 10 years. He's tucked away as an analyst right now at his alma mater. And here he got back to me. He's like, yeah, I'll take a call from Dan. So, hey, Dan, if you're listening, give me a call, dude. I built Barry's empire there with staffing at UNLV. Let's run it back, baby.
Love it.
So I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'm excited about it, and I don't blame him for taking it. The facilities there, it's what attracted Barry there in the first place. The facilities at UNLV are really good, really good. I mean, it's gorgeous when you go to UNLV. So, and it's sunny, and guess what? Dan's doing the Spurrier, dude. He's playing golf every day in Vegas, baby.
Look, you're right. The market has boomed. They've invested in facilities. It's become even cooler with having an NFL team. And as you know, because you grew up in Southern California, it's an hour flight from Los Angeles, which this day, I mean, that is just easy. And they run like 14 of them a day. Between the Phoenix Metro, the LA Metro, obviously Las Vegas booming, their K through 12 has boomed. And then Northern California, I mean, Bar 2, he's kind of in the honey hole there as far as getting recruits and players.
Dude, when I first started talking to Odom about what was next, because he got fired from Missouri, obviously, and the reason being, I showed him that, look, you hired Derek Dooley. He killed you. This was a 2.5-star offensive coordinator, and you literally got yourself run because of a single bad coaching decision. Everything else defensively is fine, and here you have a defensive coordinator making offensive hires. That's usually where it kills them. The offensive guys making defensive hires, that's usually where it kills them. And so I showed him this is what we got to avoid. And so he rehabbed himself, obviously, at Arkansas, proved he could be a defensive coordinator, not that he needed to. And his focus was on that UNLV job when he was at Arkansas. And because of the facilities we were talking about, it's like, it's gorgeous there. He goes, I'd love to have an opportunity. And so UNLV actually, they built the facilities, they built the program, even though it was losing under Marcus Arroyo big time. They invested the money to attract head coaches, and look what it's done. It pulled Barry Odom, which enabled him to pull a lot of good coaches from all over the country. Now he's in Purdue, and it pulled Dan Mullen. They built this when they were terrible with Marcus Arroyo, and I think this is a small microcosm, a lesson of investment for your future. UNLV, if they held pat and just said, let's just keep running it back, hoping to find a good head coach, then I think it's completely different than we invested, and they literally attracted the last two guys because of their investment 10 years ago.
I'm looking at the new football complex and some of the things they've done. Unbelievable.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
Gorgeous. It is. It's gorgeous, and you would never know because nobody talks about it. And I had no idea. And then when we flew down there to meet, I'm like, oh wow, this is, And you go down there in January to check everything out, and it's 74.
Right.
It's 78. It's like, oh geez, right? And so, who doesn't love the sunshine? Dan loves to be on the golf course too.
Sure.
It's a good program right now. It is a great time to build a coaching staff because there's not a lot of competition out there, right? Especially at the Power 4 level. Rich Rod is going to have his choice of everything at West Virginia. I cannot wait. I'm like a kid at Christmas right now with all those little packages everywhere. But yeah, Dan to UNLV, it's because of what they did in investing in the facilities, I believe, is why it's there. It's not just Barry winning. It's everything that has to do with UNLV is why it's so attractive to people.
All right, so the new football complex at UNLV, and they play at Allegiant Stadium, right? And that's an NFL stadium where the Raiders play.
Yeah.
Golly, Dave Bartu on the Out of Bounds show. He worked with Barry Odom while he was at UNLV, and Dan Mullen's now the new head football coach. Bartu joins us on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. And Bartu, talk about Mullen and coach. So I read the article this morning in the Las Vegas Review-Journal, and Mullen was 103-61 at Mississippi State in Florida. And in the 8 years before Mullen's arrival at Mississippi State, the Bulldogs were 29-65. So talk about his coach effect over his career at MSU in Florida. It was pretty damn good, wasn't it?
Well, it was pretty darn good, especially at MSU. Well, I mean, you saw it firsthand. Look what he did. I mean, not only did he win football games, he moved the needle on recruiting. He moved the needle on expectations. And he was a good staffer, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah.
When we went through it the other day, look at all the DCs he brought through there. I mean, he brought, Manny and Collins.
Grantham.
And so he Grantham, and Grantham's the worst one of all of them. Good luck with that, Gundy. Nice hire. But, and Todd's still above average. So, Dan, I'm looking forward to the staffing at UNLV. He's a good staffer on both sides. I think there's a lot of opportunity there on the West Coast. A little less so than, let's say, the UNLV that was, let's say, North Carolina or Georgia. It's just, there's just not as many guys, not as many coaches out there. But I'm excited for it. And you give me the date when you're going to be down there, and
I'm going.
Hop, skip, and jump for me out here. I'll be down there, buddy.
Dude, I'm going. So if you had to give it a grade, UNLV hiring Dan Mullen, A or B, which way would you go, Bartu?
As an AD, isn't this an A?
Yeah.
How is it not? Right? I mean, if you're an AD, you sign Dan Mullen, you walk into that boardroom going, okay, where's my extension? See what I just did? Even if Dan called him and said, I want the job at any price, right? I mean, from an AD standpoint, it's a no-brainer. It's like Nebraska AD hiring Scott Frost. You just do it, right? Nobody's going to be mad about it. Is Dan an elite head coach? No, he's not. By his grades, he's not an elite head coach. Is he very good? Absolutely. Is UNLV massively over their skis getting him? Incredibly so. So from the standpoint of opportunity and who you could get at UNLV, oh yeah, that's just that I just look at it. Can the AD go ask for a contract extension? That tells me how good that deal was.
Oh man! And so let me get this. I want to make sure. His name is Eric Harper, and he just hit not a home run but a grand slam with the hire of Dan Mullen to UNLV. All right, Bartu, I just wanted to get some instant reaction. Dan Mullen, 8 bowl games at Mississippi State in 9 years, and then goes to Florida.
Yep.
And goes to 2 New Year's Six bowl games. He also went to New Year's Six at Mississippi State. and multiple New Year's Day, and sent a running truckload of players to the NFL. He's now the head football coach at UNLV. And Bartu, thanks for stopping by, my man. Appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely. Have me back soon.
All right, see you, buddy.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
Jackson State -1. They got a better offense and defensive scoring efficiency than South Carolina State. First bowl, 2 days. Jackson State money line or Jackson State -1. There you go.
I love that. TC Taylor has done a great job because that's not easy following Prime. And they won big this year and just won the SWAC championship and now head to the bowl game. I love that Bartu dropped that for our Jackson State Tigers and all of our Walter Payton fans. Thanks, Bartu. See you, buddy.
Take it easy, buddy.
And Jackie Slater, for that matter, and Jimmy Smith. And the list goes on and on from Jackson State and W.C. Gordon and all that. But I'm fired up for them. Hey, Bartu's Bangers on the Out of Bounds show. Show me the money. He just dropped a little sports betting, and it's brought to you by BetMGM, and it's the king of sports books. And Bo Ravage's BetMGM Book Bar and Grill is the South's premier Vegas-style sports book. Experience the action at BetMGM Book Bar and Grill, only at the Bo Ravage.